they finally found his best friend Bunky, the one that he shot in the first episode. Yo, they did a good job. Whoever did that makeup, I want to commend them. Yo, good job on the makeup. That dead body looked real. How they had his face and it was all bloated and everything, like he was really in the water for that long. They did. Whoever did that makeup, I need the number. Cause the films that I'm working on, I need somebody that could do makeup like that. The dead body looked real. So a shout out on that. And yo, another thing that happened was Cookie, you know, from the first episode, Cookie took control. Her favorite son was Jamal, the gay guy. So she always felt that she had to protect him because Lucius was always homophobic. His favorite son was the thug guy, the thug son, Hakeem. So they're really competing against each other. Lucius is managing Hakeem, that's his favorite son, and Cookie is managing Jamal, her favorite son. So Cookie wants Jamal to open up for Hakeem on this big show that Hakeem is having. And she wants him to come out the closet, that he's gay, tell the world that he's gay. Another thing about that, you know, I got friends that's, you know, gay. To each his own. As long as you're not trying to bag me up, I don't care what you do in your personal life. Just like, but I feel that, why does a gay person have to come out? I feel it's good to be open. You shouldn't have to come out the closet. You should just be open with it, period. But it should not be an event like, hey world, I want to make an announcement. From this day on, I'm no longer in the closet. I'm out the... Come on, man. That's like a straight guy. Like, do I gotta announce that I'm straight? Like, yo, I be smashing women on the regular. Does it make sense? That's my private life. Like, why do people have to come out? Like, athletes, artists, why is it a big thing about them coming out? I know a lot of artists that I think is suspect. But who cares? As long as you make good music, that's all we worry about. That good music. Teddy P, I think he was, you know, but he made good music. He made that baby making music. That doesn't take away from him being an artist. So I think that whole thing with the coming out and all of that, even though it's a big thing when people do that, I feel it's overrated. You should just be who you are. Be honest 100%. It's a new society. Everybody's equal. Everybody's open to everything. It's like, just be you. You shouldn't have to come out. You should just be you all the time. Not be you some of the time. Be you all the time. You shouldn't have to come out. You should already be out. Anyway, back to this. So Jamal wants to come out. Cookie devised a scheme from her sister. Her sister thought of like, yo, you should have him come out. And now steal the thunder away from the other son, Hakeem. That will overshadow him because, you know, the big record exec, superstar rapper Lucius' son comes out the closet. So that would be big news. So they want Jamal to come out, open up for Hakeem. But Lucius caught wind of this. So Lucius pulled Jamal to the side and explained to him, yo, you an embarrassment. And I don't know how many times I keep having to tell you this. It's a choice. Whether you like men or women, whether you're gay or not. I couldn't tell you if it's true, whatever. To each his own. I don't know. But that's another storyline where they building on. Is it a choice, or are you born like that, or different things, or whatever. Anyway, whatever. But he tells his son, I'm telling you to choose to be straight. And he's saying if he does come out, that he's gonna cut him off financially, cut him off everything. He's not giving him no more money. He's paying for his $11,000 a month condo and all this stuff. He's gonna be cut off. No more him. No more money. So now Jamal was gonna come out as Cookie told him to, but now he's scared that the father's gonna cut him off, so he backs away. So in this big come out show where he's supposed to show up and come out, he doesn't show up. He just stays in the house, and he's playing his music while his father's doing the interview, because the father's artist 44, I think his name, what's his name, 44, whatever his name was, 44, the artist 44, another fake thug rapper guy, publicly got accused of his music inciting violence, and then after some violent act, he got on Instagram or something and posted about it like, yeah, 44 people representing for me, whatever the case may be. So Lucious had to defend his artist, so he had to go on TV, but he wanted to be politically correct. He didn't want to be the stereotypical angry black man. And yes, that's another thing. I'm glad they bring a light to a lot of things that really goes on in real life. Like I work in corporate America, so it's like I have to carry myself a certain way because I know there's people that view, like if I get angry on a job, it'll be stereotypical. It'll be like, oh, look, there go the angry black man, watch out. So it's like I can't be defensive, like, so I gotta carry myself a certain way so I won't come off a certain way. And so he was at a business meeting and he was like, yeah, I want to have a speech and defend my artist, but I gotta watch what I say because I don't want to come off too defensive. So he had his publicist and all his people around him telling him, cut it short, because if you keep running on, if you explain too much, you're gonna be the defensive, whatever. So Cookie comes to the meeting. She's like, what's going on? They having the meeting? So she busts in the meeting. So she overhears him, trying to be political correct. So she told him straight up, like, what happened to you? You grew a vagina. You're not trying to be political correct. You're trying to be a little girl. She's like, the guy I used to know wouldn't care about all of that. He rap. He stood up for what he believed in. He wasn't scared of how people see him, as long as he stand up for what he believed in, be himself. And even though he didn't like what she said, that sparked something in him. He thought about it, because then when he did go up on TV, he tried to start off, political, but then there was a scene where the news reporters bumped into Cookie and they had her speak on it. And when, they did the via satellite, told Lucious, look, we have somebody, one of your representatives, talking. And then they cut to Cookie saying such and such, like something about his own lyrics, how his own lyrics was rough and everything. His lyrics used to stand for something. And this new artist, this fake thug dude, his lyrics is whack, but they on similar pages. But she's like telling Lucious, don't forget where you came from. So now Lucious up there having flashbacks like, yeah, I'm from the streets. I can't forget about that. So I gotta stand for what I gotta stand for. That's what hip hop is about. Letting your voice be heard, letting the streets be heard. It was a music that was born in the hoods, in the ghetto, because we didn't have as much. We didn't have the instruments. We didn't have keyboards and everything. We didn't have all that stuff back then. We just had 2 turntables, so we had to make records from break beats. And it was born, it was a struggle. So hip hop is the story of the struggle. And that's what it came from. It was us telling our story, us telling the struggle. So he had these flashbacks, and he started understanding, like, yo, this is what I'm here for. So he started explaining, like, I'm not going to apologize for the lyrics because this is expression. This is what we went through. And then he explained what he went through. He stopped trying to be political. He stopped trying to hide that other side of himself. And he came out like, this is who I am. And I respect that. That's like Russell Simmons. Much respect to Uncle Russ. Russell Simmons never changed who he was. Never wore a suit one day in his life. Never. Just straight up jeans. Jeans and sneakers to the office. Ran his company. Jeans and sneakers. Def Jam, one of the biggest record labels of hip-hop record labels ever. Russell Simmons. Shout out to Uncle Russ. He went to August Martin High School, my old high school up in Queens. Even though I'm a Brooklyn cat. Brooklyn all the way. Brooklyn, New York. But yo, that was a good part. That was a good part. Because it showed the changing of Lucius. Lucius finding his roots. And I think down the line, I think he's going to try to get back. I think him and Cookie might try to get back with each other. Even though it seems like Cookie doesn't really want him. Like Cookie just wants the power and the money. I feel that she feels betrayed. You know, the worst thing is a woman scorned. Fellas, listen to me. The worst thing is a woman scorned. Can't mess with these women because when you mess around and scorn a woman, it might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be a month from now, might not be a year from now, but trust me, she's plotting on getting you back. And that's what Cookie is doing. Cookie is plotting to take it all now. She's plotting for this whole thing to go down in shambles. That's a pit bull in the skirt.